Let's move on to question number 3. And question number 3 comes to us from Sherry K, who writes, I honestly don't know why it's taken so long for them to get another Sherlock Holmes movies made, but I'm really glad it's coming. Robert Downey Jr. put up a tweet saying he's practicing my Sherlock face. I know they already announced a release date, but you never know if it's real or not. With this social media post, do you think it's now safe to assume that this movie is really happening? All right, thanks a lot for the question, Sherry. And you're absolutely 100% correct. Just because studios announce movies, it's becoming more and more frequent that movies that get announced then never happen, right? So they announced years and years and years and years and years. It's been forever since, Sherlock Holmes Game of Shadows, I think it was called. The second Sherlock Holmes movie, which was pretty good. Not as good as the first Sherlock Holmes film, but still pretty good. And now they're saying they're finally doing it. Okay, so Robert Downey Jr.'s back. Jude Law's back. The one interesting thing is they have still not announced who's going to direct it and whether or not Guy Ritchie will be back to direct it. Now, Guy Ritchie is currently a little busy making his Aladdin film, but he should be wrapped on that in time to do a Sherlock Holmes 3 for its targeted release date. The timing should work out, but again, they haven't made any announcement that they're bringing the director back. Personally, I hope they do. I really like Guy Ritchie. I love his style. I thought what he brought to Sherlock Holmes was really great and all that kind of stuff. But getting back to the main question about, does Robert Downey Jr. now tweeting out about Sherlock Holmes 3, can that make fans like you and I feel safe in getting excited for it because now it looks like it's really happening? I'll say yes. Look, Robert Downey Jr. is not Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. He does not put out 50 tweets a day. He's very selective and a little bit sparse on his social media. So when he puts out something on social media, it means a lot, enough to him to actually post about it, because he doesn't post about a lot. I would agree with you that him putting out this post, yes, I think it's a done deal. I think, yes, it was announced. That's great. But now that we actually got the talent saying, I'm now prepping for it, in kind of a pseudo way. He says, I'm actually prepping for it. I think that goes a long way to put any concerns you have, any concerns I have about whether this film is actually happening or not to rest. Again, to me, the big question is still about whether Guy Ritchie is going to come back. I really hope they do. If they don't, I just hope they get a really good director to replace him, but I'm still going to keep my fingers crossed for Guy Ritchie. All right, let's move on to topic number 4.